Hi, my name is Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my updated morning and night skincare routines for dry acne-prone skin. I have tested so many different products, so many different combinations of products, so many different routines, and I'm finally starting to learn what actually works and seeing real results. So I'm going to walk you through the entire thing, morning and night, step by step, why I do everything, why I use the products that I use, why I love them. So let's get into it. First thing in the morning, all I do is splash my face with a little bit of warm water, and then I go right in with the SkinSmart Antimicrobial Facial Cleanser Spray. It kills any acne-causing bacteria without stripping or drying your skin. I used to wash my face every morning with an actual cleanser, but it was always stripping and drying out my face and sometimes even causing more breakouts. So once I cut it out and just started using this spray instead, it made such a difference in my skin. After cleansing, the first step I like to do is a hydrating toner, and my absolute favorite is the Byoma Milky Toner. If you follow me on TikTok, you have heard me talk about this a million times. I swear by this. It makes my skin look and feel so hydrated without feeling thick and heavy or weighed down. And because it's Byoma, it's sensitivity free, it's non-comedogenic, and it's going to help strengthen and repair the skin barrier all in one. Not to mention it is way more affordable than a lot of the Milky toners on the market, just saying. Then I like to follow it with a facial mist. I love the Byoma Balancing Face Mist. Instantly your skin looks and feels way more hydrated and glowy. I also love it because it calms and soothes my skin, so if I have any redness, irritation, active breakouts, everything is just calm, soothed, and hydrated. And it wouldn't be one of my routines if it didn't have a hyaluronic acid serum, and trust me, you need to have one in your routine, especially if you have dry skin like me, and I really like this Good Molecules one. Good Molecules is another brand that is affordable and really good for sensitive acne-prone skin. One of the biggest mistakes I see with hyaluronic acid serum is that people just put it on their bare, dry face, and I hate to break it to you, but that is quite literally doing nothing. I'm sorry. Hyaluronic acid is going to pull the moisture into your skin so you get deep, long-lasting hydration. So you put it on dry skin, you're literally just locking in dry skin. That's why I like to use it after the hydrating Milky Toner and face mist, because my face is wet and hydrated, and hyaluronic acid is going to be like a shield that protects that hydration and keeps it in your skin all day. Another non-negotiable for morning skincare is vitamin C. I'm currently using this Delphyr one. It is a Korean skincare brand that is very gentle and sensitivity free. Vitamin C is really important to have in your routine regardless, but especially if you have acne prone skin, then you most likely get left with acne scars like me. And vitamin C is very good for brightening any scars, lightening any discoloration, and just giving you a very bright, even skin tone. And I especially like this one because it kind of just feels like you're putting water on your face. It doesn't feel thick, it doesn't feel heavy, there's no smell, it doesn't irritate my skin. It literally just goes on and brightens my skin instantly with literally zero reaction. Obviously we need to follow this up with a moisturizer, and again, if you follow me on TikTok, you already know what I'm going to say. CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I have been using this since middle school. It is my absolute holy grail for so many reasons. I get this giant value size and it lasts me practically forever, and I think it's like 15 bucks maybe. It's super affordable. It does feel very hydrating, but it's also very lightweight. I know a lot of moisturizers can sometimes feel very thick and heavy, which for me and my acne prone skin can be uncomfortable, can cause irritation, and can clog my pores and cause more breakouts. It also has hyaluronic acid and ceramide, so it's going to protect and strengthen the skin barrier, hydrate, and it is non-comedogenic and fragrance free, so there's going to be no pore clogging or irritation. It's just simple, gentle, and hydrating. I absolutely love CeraVe, but I especially love this lotion. And if you thought we were skipping SPF around here, no babe. And if you are, this is your little reality check, okay? Every single day you need to be putting on your sunscreen. I don't care what you're doing, I don't care if you're sitting in the house, it's a good habit, because you don't want to look all crusty when you're like 40-50 years old, okay? You want smooth, supple skin for as long as possible, and if you're not putting on sunscreen, you're not gonna have it. I personally really like this Isntree one. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's a Korean skincare brand that I have really been loving recently. This one in particular is their Hyaluronic Acid Daily Sun Gel. It has SPF 30. Compared to a lot of other sunscreens that I've tried, it has a more lightweight, thin, liquidy kind of consistency. It's not really thick and goopy, so it doesn't feel greasy on the skin, again, so it doesn't feel heavy or like it's clogging my pores. It just melts into the skin, it leaves no white cast, and because it has hyaluronic acid in it, again, for my dry skin, it's perfect because it's hydrating along the way, and it just makes my skin so glowy. So I absolutely love layering this under my makeup because it gives me such a smooth, glowy base. Now let's go into my nighttime routine. It is pretty similar, but I do make a few changes. So I know I said that we don't cleanse in the morning, but don't worry, we make up for it at night because I double and sometimes even triple cleanse my face every single night, depending on what I did that day. So at night, when it's time to wash my face and do my skincare, if I am currently wearing a full face of makeup, I will triple cleanse, and the first step of that is going to be my Garnier Micellar water. I tried a bunch of these. I'm currently currently using the orange one, which is a 1% PHA glycolic acid. So it's going to cleanse, remove makeup, and gently exfoliate, which is perfect for my textured, scarred, acne-prone skin. Now, the first step of double cleansing, whether I did the triple cleansing or not, is going to be an oil-based cleanser. And if you don't know how to double cleanse, don't worry, I'm going to break it down really easy for you real quick. The first step of double cleansing is an oil-based cleanser, which can be a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm. I don't really have a specific that I like live and die by that I would recommend to you. I kind of just use them as I have them. I haven't really tried one that I don't like yet. One that I'm currently using is this Junoco berry cleansing balm. Of course, you want to wash your hands before you start washing your face, but you're going to dry them so that your hands and face are dry before picking up any of the cleansing balm. Then you just start massaging it onto your skin for 30 to 60 seconds and really make sure you're getting in there, working it into your skin and trying to pick up any sunscreen, makeup, anything like that that you had on throughout the day. Then after you do that, you're going to get some warm water in your hands and start massaging it again for at least another 30 to 60 seconds. And this is going to emulsify it into a foamy, soapy kind of cleanser texture. And then you can go ahead and rinse it off and move on to the second step of double cleansing, which is a water-based cleanser. My current favorite for this is the CeraVe Acne Controlling Gel. Again, it's CeraVe, so it's lightweight, it doesn't irritate my skin, it's non-comedogenic. And this one has 2% salicylic acid, so it's good for preventing clogged pores, clearing up any active breakouts, preventing any new ones from happening in the future. And you can just use this as usual. Your face and hands are already going to be wet at this point. Just massage it in for about 30 seconds. Really get in there and make sure you rinse it thoroughly. And then again, just like in my morning routine, I use my little Byoma duo, the Hydrating Milky Toner and the Balancing Face Mist, just to get a good base layer of hydration and soothing before we move on to the next steps, which sometimes can include actives, which is why hydration is so important. Again, locking it in with hyaluronic acid. I usually load this up at night just because I really want to lock in hydration so that by the time I wake up in the morning, I look and feel very plump and hydrated. So don't be shy and load up the products at night. It's okay if you go to bed looking like a grease ball, because I promise you're gonna look beautiful in the morning. Now, this is not an every single night step. I would say this is 2 to 3 nights per week max, but I like to use a retinol serum. My personal favorite is the CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol Serum, because you can use it daily if you want and if your skin can tolerate it, whereas a lot of other retinols you have to limit to 2 to 3 days a week. Retinol is so important because it's going to help with texture, acne scars, and overall just giving you a very even, clean base. So this is especially important if you have acne prone skin, because you might have texture left over, you might have scars. If you use this consistently, it's going to smooth all of that out and just give you really good, flawless skin. I would recommend trying it 2 nights a week, maybe 3, see how your skin reacts to it, and then you can kind of adjust accordingly. Maybe you need to use it once a week, maybe you can use it every day. But definitely read into the product, because this one you can use every day, but some retinols you cannot. Now, if I have any active breakouts that are really bothering me that I want to try to clear up, I will go in with a spot treatment. I bet you can't guess the brand I'm going to recommend. I know this is starting to seem like a CeraVe ad, but trust and believe, they're just all around a good brand. Lightweight, hydrating, gentle, non-comedogenic, all of the good things wrapped up in one, and it's affordable. They're truly just a good brand that I love and have used for years. I promise they're not paying me for this. I wish they were, but they're really just that good. And I know that a lot of acne treatments, especially direct spot treatments, can be very drying, and they can kind of cause a dry patch in place of where the pimple was. This does not have any drying alcohol ingredients in it, so it actually doesn't really do that, which is another reason I really enjoy it. Is this next step entirely necessary? Probably not, but I really enjoy doing it. I like to apply an eye cream at night before I put on my moisturizer. One that I'm using right now is by Province Beauty. It is their brightening eye cream. It has 3 key ingredients that you want to see in an eye cream: caffeine, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. So it's going to hydrate, it's going to depuff, plump, and really help with like the dark heaviness that eye bags have sometimes. And a fun little touch is that it has a cooling metal applicator, so it feels really nice when you're applying it. Do eye creams actually do anything? Like, do I see physically noticeable results when using this? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say this is a life-changing product and you absolutely need to get it, or you absolutely need to include an eye cream in your routine. It's just a fun little thing that I like to do. The cooling applicator and rubbing it in feels very like luxurious and fun, and it's just something that makes me feel good before going to bed, so that's really why I do it. And then of course, again, finishing off with the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion for a thin veil of hydration and to lock everything in. And that is my updated morning and night skincare routines for my dry, acne-prone skin. I hope this gave you some helpful ideas for steps to include in your routine or products to try if you struggle with a similar skin type. If it did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And also comment below, what is your go-to holy grail product for your dry, acne-prone skin? Because I'm always looking to try out new products and improve my routine. But that is all. I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.